Hello YouTube. Pretty exciting stuff for the Camaro, which is behind me right now. We have some developmental parts from FDF that we're gonna try on the car. Josiah over at FDF got himself a Camaro. It's a V6, so not nearly as cool. Josiah definitely LS swapped that thing. But he designed this kit and he sent it to me for testing to get feedback, because I'm kind of one of the only ones crazy enough to get these big cars sideways. So if you're considering doing this to your car, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to install this kit, and I'm going to give you guys my honest feedback on how the steering feels, how it feels in drift, how it feels daily driving. So I like the looks of it. I hope I like the feel of it just as much. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on disassembly so I can get this installed on the car. Hey, get your dirty paws off of that car. And where's your safety glasses? I'm gonna give you some food, hold on. All right, I've got Lily on the job to help me out. We're gonna go ahead and disassemble the Camaro so we install the new kit. Hopefully it's a pretty straightforward process because there's no instructions, so I'm gonna be winging it pretty hard. Usually when I do that, I run into issues, but we'll see how it goes today. I'm gonna pop the wheel speed sensor off first, just so we don't damage that. Now I'm gonna take the brake line off the back of the coilover mount. Both the brake line and the wheel speed sensor is just a 10 mil. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the brake caliper off. There's two 18 mil bolts on the back. Take your Ugga Dugga machine. These are technically one-time use, but I've reused them like 20 times at this point. Go ahead and take your brake caliper and just set it aside. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the tie rod off. Just gonna push that out of the way. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hub off as well. It'll make it easier when I drop these off, because the factory brake rotor is super heavy. I need to get some lightened rotors because you really want as little rotational mass as possible. Anytime you can save unsprung weight, it's gonna improve handling characteristics. All right, so I like to take this lower bolt off first before I take these upper bolts off. It's just easier in my opinion to do it that way. This thing is so light, it's incredible. Still shiny, all nice and billet. Love this thing. Luke, you're an animal. There we go, boys, all out. Okay, so we got the blue 808 kit off. Now we're gonna go ahead and modify the factory knuckle to accept the FDF brackets. I was supposed to get some FDF toe plates so I could align this properly, but Ethan, you failed me, dude. I didn't get it overnight. You owe me like some Canadian bacon or something, but I'm just gonna eyeball the alignment. Usually that doesn't go well, but I'm excited to try the kit, so we're gonna slap it on, do the best alignment that I can by eyeballing it, and then we're gonna go test this thing. All right, so we started with the factory knuckle. As you can see, I just cut a straight line across. Basically from the lower caliper bolt all the way across to where the tie rod pickup point is. Just do a straight line, cut it off. We're left with this. Now I went ahead and sprayed some Rust-Oleum to keep it a nice finish so there's no rust on it, because it is cast aluminum. And then this bracket is gonna go ahead and go over top where the 3 bolts are. Use the supplied FDF bolts, put a little Loctite on them, and then it's about 10 Ugga Duggas to get that sucker torqued to spec. Okay, so I pretty much have this kit done. The tie rod sleeves did not get delivered from FedEx, but Brad was able to retap these to an M16 by 1.5. which for 2013, 14, and 15 Camaros, the inner tie rod is M16 instead of M14. So 2010, 11, and 12 Camaros, they have M14 inner tie rods, but for whatever reason in 2013, well, they changed to electric rack in 2013, so that could be why they went with the beefier inner tie rod. But we got these tie rod sleeves re-drilled, so now I'm gonna go ahead and install the Heim. Only thing I don't have is the toe plates, because those were with the tie rod sleeves that Ethan sent out. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of eyeball it. I might try to find something that's flat and just measure and get as close to an 1/8 out of toe as possible. Camber and caster is just gonna be whatever the heck it's set to right now. So this will give us an idea now of how much angle we'll likely have. So that's pretty much full lock right there. Let's go the other direction. Pretty much full lock right there. So yeah, pretty good amount of angle, honestly. Now, realistically, what we would need to do is compress the coil over and then test angle to see where we're at. But for right now, preliminary results, I'd say it's probably about 50, 55 degrees of steering angle. So a pretty good solution for like a mild kit. This is pretty similar to like their mild Mantis kit with the Corvettes, how it works with the factory knuckle and it kind of goes over it. All right, there is the Angle kit. She is done. Came out pretty cool. Pretty good amount of angle for basically a modified knuckle. This is actually really good. Probably about 50 degrees of steering angle. I'm not even sure what Ackerman setting this is on. I love the fact that we're seeing more interest in the Camaro market. Robbie, Fifth Drift, he designed the first iteration Angle kit. I put that through hell testing. Then Luke over at Blue 808, he designed a billet, just badass, full pro level Angle kit for this car. And Josiah, like I said, over at FDF, he got himself a V6 Camaro and he designed this kit. So I'm doing some testing for Josiah now. And I'm very excited to try this out and give you all my honest feedback on what I think of this kit. I'm gonna go to a warehouse right now and do some testing and bring you all along for the ride. So let's go see how it goes. She freaking rips, boys. That's definitely gonna test it. I just hit the curb a little bit. All right, so I got like 3 or 4 runs in with the FDF Angle kit. I'm really impressed. It definitely took a little bit of adjusting, a lot more than I thought I would need. But overall, I love it. I think this is gonna be a great entry-level kit. As soon as I have the link and more information on it, I'll put it in the description. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the clips.